Hey guys, Isaiah here. Coming at you guys with a pretty fun deck. Not really anything competitive. During this quarantine, I like to kind of just play fun decks, little niche strategies, just to kind of wind down um, before the competitive season hopefully and eventually picks back up for real life gameplay. But until then, I'll be playing some jank decks with niche strategies. One of which I have here today is a Hyper Rush Vegito deck with the new Vegito leader. So let's jump into it. First thing first, the leader. On the front and back side, simple skill: when a card attacks, draw one. So almost all the leaders in the game have it. Uh, the front side, during your opponent's turn, when one of your blue unisons or blue battle cards would be removed from your battle area or the unison area by a skill or is KO'd, you can flip this card over and draw two. So what's something that's really great about this card is it has an alternate awakening condition. If they want to clear your board, uh, you're going to self-awaken no matter what. So that's really great. A regular awakening skill is when you're 4 or less life, you draw one card first, and then you flip one of your energy up, and then flip them over. Great skill. Backside, even better. Activate battle. You can give one of your blue unisons plus 10k and triple strike. This is great currently. Now, keep in mind this video is being made before we know any of the other colors like blue, black, red, and green. Or well, before we know green, red, yellow, and black. So currently there's only the one activate battle card that can get rid of a unison, and it's in blue. Um, but the next skill is auto once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when one of your blue unisons would be placed in a drop, or one of your battle cards would be uh, removed from the battle area by an opponent's skill or is KO'd, you can switch one of your blue energy to active mode and draw a card. That is really, really great. Great defensively. And it's just this leader overall is just extremely competitive, extremely viable. But of course, I'm Isaiah and I like to play jank. So the first battle card in our main deck that we're going to go over is Vegito Polymorphic Patara. Activate main, tap one, place this card in the drop area from your hand. If your leader card's a Vegito, you choose one Son Goku and one Vegeta card in your deck or drop area where the energy cost of 2 or less, negate their skills, play them in rest mode. You can't play anything else except for Vegito battle cards for the turn. And then at the end of the turn, if the battle cards that you played are still in your battle area, they go to the drop. But we're only doing that. We're playing this card essentially because it gets two bodies out on board for our Lightning Speed Vegito, which is a Union Patar for 3. This card can attack battle cards inactive, but we're really not doing that too much. Um, uh, at the end of the battle, after this card attacks, though, you place the top 10 cards of your deck to the drop area and evolve into a 25k Vegito from your drop area, which is Hyper Rush SSB Vegito. This card is really good, even though it doesn't have Deflect, it doesn't have Barrier. This card is extremely good. It has a Union Patara for 5, and we're really not going to play it for 5, but if it happens, it happens. It has Triple Strike, 25k. When you play this card, if your leader card is a Vegito, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards and one card in your opponent's hand. You put them in a drop area. You draw 2 cards. Then you can take up to 2 cards in your life and put them into your hand. This card does a very, very large amount of things on top of being a 25k triple strike that you can play on turn 3 for essentially 4 to 3 energy. And that's really like the main niche strategy of the deck is to drop this guy out on turn 3 and potentially win the game on that turn or the next turn. So next cards. 4 Senzu Beans. Staple card, it's blue. Trunks, Architect of Peace. This is more just to kind of combo with the Senzu Bean to get out Lightning Speed Vegito, or if you're on turn 5 with Beans, you can get out Hyper Rush. Cards decent, or on the defense, if you're missing a piece and you don't have the polymorphic Batara, you can kind of just combo that, play a 2 drop or less from your hand just to get the guys on board. The 1 drops, we play 4 of each. Savior of the Future and Tenacious Warrior. They're both Self Awakeners. The Goku, if he's KO'd, you can look at the top. What is it? I think it's top 7. You can look at the top 7 cards of your deck and add a blue unison with a specified cost of 2. And we're really trying to dig for Zeno in our first few turns. So that's normally the unison that we're going to go for. Vegeta is just a double striker. Now we play this super combo over any other super combo because, for one, the Lightning Speed Vegito, he's going to mill 10. And if we're on really high life, then we kind of don't care. If we're on high life, like, we might not be able to get, like, to use other super combos. So this is just kind of like a spark, and you're going to have 5 because of lightning speed. The 2 drops, we have the Heroic Warrior. If your leader's a blue sand, he has crit. If he's KO'd, you draw a card and then add a unison to your hand. So it's a really good card. That's really all it is. Uneasy Alliance. This card is just a negate. He's good. He comes on board. The counterplay Trunks. This card is absolutely insane. It stops like Champas and all of that other type of stuff when you're going into your lightning speed play. So, or lightning speed Vegito play. So this card is a snap must at 4, no matter what. If you're playing, if you're playing blue unisons, like, you gotta play this card. We play 3 Gogeta Pursuit of Power. We're just playing 3 because we need to have at least more than 2 unisons in the deck. This card can help you after you drop the lightning speed or the hyper rush and you're low on life. You can kind of like save yourself from dying, make them have to attack your battle cards. The main unison that we're looking at is Zeno. So essentially, you play this turn 2 ramp, play another card if you need to. But on turn 3, you go to 3 energy. You ramp with Zeno to go to 4. You polymorphic Batara, play 2 cards, Goku and Vegeta. Then you still have 3 energy. You evolve into lightning speed, swing, Milton, go into the Vegito, and essentially you just kind of start trying to build. You're building more advantage as the game goes on. Hyper Rush is an extremely powerful card if he goes off. So essentially that's really all you need. And Zeno is actually really, really strong against the Zamasu deck because he can clear the field spell for you. So this card should be, if you're playing blue, you need to be playing this unison 100%. It's just too good to not play. Now, that's pretty much the deck. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. Play Lightning Speed Vegito on turn 3, go into Hyper Rush, and try to win the game. Some other techs you can potentially main deck. Stuff like Gogeta 7. You have Heroic and Uneasy. So Gogeta 7 is a really viable card. You can play the free play Vegito just as an extra body. You can play the 5-drop Gogeta. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this deck. So, test it out. Have some fun with it. I'll leave the link in the description for it for DBS decks. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. And peace out.